Howdy, everybody. Cheers. Welcome to the Meat Locker Podcast, Episode 7. We're here with Riley and Josiah.
Hello.
Take it away, boys.
Yes, sir. And our lovely host, Dallas, is with us this week.
We caught him red-handed. We tied him up. We saddled him on our saddles.
Yeah.
Hog tied me. Good.
Tied him. All right.
That was
That's it for today.
yeah. That was
We are gathered here today to discuss things.
How was the job, Ben, Dallas, the delivering?
Oh,
If this is your first episode, then Dallas is a Amazon delivery driver.
I've just been peeing in bottles. Same stuff.
Do you actually do that?
Yes.
Really?
Every delivery driver that is a man pees in bottles all day long while he delivers packages.
That's what
I guess
Jacob told me he did when he worked at FedEx.
I guess it makes sense because where else? I mean, you can't like stop to go into like a McDonald's all the time.
Nope. Too much time. It takes a lot. It takes too much.
Do you get any breaks?
Yeah, but I never really take my breaks. I just clock out and keep delivering. So.
Dude, you should not do that. I don't think. You should just tell your person, be like, do you want me to clock out or stay clocked in and finish it or whatever?
You legally have to take a break. So
No, I know, but you said clock out and then keep doing your delivery.
Oh yeah, I make it seem like I'm taking a break so I don't get any shit. I just keep doing it because
Do you get to clock out earlier in the day, or like you get to finish earlier?
Yeah, if I keep delivering during my break, I finish.
Oh, okay. I'd probably do that too then.
Yeah,
Just to go home earlier.
Otherwise, I'll finish at like 7, and that's a 12-hour day every day. So this is my only day off. I'm exhausted, but that's why I've got coffee. It says, "Love God, love others."
Oh, I thought you said and love lemons.
I do love lemons.
Me too. I love
So does Renita, oddly enough.
They're just really nice to suckle on.
They are.
Riley, tell us about your first week at your new.
Yeah, so first week, worked at the food co-op. I quit yesterday.
Wait, are you serious? No way.
Yeah.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. It was literally you stand and look down for basically 8 hours straight, and
perfect.
because my neck injury, it just like it literally I would get home and I felt like a 90-year-old man. Like literally, I was in so much pain, and it just didn't work out.
Did it suck, like the job itself? Like if you didn't have that pain,
if I didn't have that pain, I would be able to do that for years.
Really? What did you do?
It was literally I just made sandwiches, prepped salads, like very easy, like low stress stuff. Which I mean, it super sucks, but it honestly, it made me also think and realize that there's just no way I'm going to go the rest of this life working for someone else and working in, a 9 to 5 or whatever you want to call it.
Yes.
So, and luckily I'm in the very incredibly lucky situation to where I don't have much financial responsibility. So I'm able to basically, long story short, right now I'm wanting to get started with like the full self-employment. So I mean, obviously I'm going to do the graphic design, Pearson visuals. I'm going to try and do landscaping, and a huge thing is I don't know if I've ever told either of you, but my parents love going to garage sales, and they're really good about like getting really good they know what is like really valuable, and they get it cheap, and you know, you sell it on eBay or whatever, but they just don't have enough time. They both work, so they don't have enough time to sell it. So
Right.
basically, they have all this crap, but you know, it's really valuable stuff, but it's just like so built up. So basically, they we came to the agreement that I would sell the stuff, and you know, whether I get like half of it or whatever, they buy the crap and I sell it basically. So that's going to be a healthy chunk of change. But
Did you talk to them, basically telling them that you don't want to work a 9 to 5 ever again?
yeah, and they know it. I mean, I low-key feel like my dad is kind of disappointed, but he's got my little brother to um, make him feel like he's got the golden child, because he's got like a 4.0 GPA, wants to be a doctor, you know, like yeah. So, but I don't know. I mean, he just I didn't ask to be like this. One, didn't ask to get smashed by a car, you know? I didn't ask for my back to become a pretzel.
By a
And
guy named
two, sorry,
the dude who hit us name was
yeah,
Hickey.
Hickey?
Yeah.
His name was Hickey.
Yeah, it was Hickey.
Yeah, and Josiah was in the car with me.
Luckily, no real damage to me.
Yeah,
I broke all of my bones except one.
yeah. But I didn't ask to get smashed by the car, so I have these back problems. And also, I didn't ask to not, you know, be fine with a 9 to 5 or whatever. You know, like me and Josiah have talked about this plenty of times. Like, if I was happy going to college to be a whatever, like a very standard, uh, found upon path, and I could get a job like just like that and be happy doing that for the rest of my life, that'd be great.
Yeah.
But I just, you know, I'm not. So, and
Yeah, I
I
feel that.
can't live with myself working for, you know, some ding dong that doesn't give a ding dong about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it.
So yeah,
No,
gonna try doing the self-employment thing, and gonna try and do that as hard as I can, basically.
that's the right path to be on, for you
For me
especially.
personally, 100%. I know for me, 100%. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Um, I I want to be like that too. Like, of course,
You
I'm
very well
married.
can.
I don't have like I don't. I probably would be trying to do that right now if I didn't have
Yeah.
like a need to make money
Essential.
constantly.
Yeah. Because the thing is like, and you know, obviously you guys know, but you can make more than what you'd make from
Oh
you know,
yeah,
minimum wage job or whatever. And dude, the biggest thing is joy. If you don't enjoy it, then oh my God, like,
yeah.
and I mean, yeah, man, there's just been, I don't know. Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
like I can't handle it when when I'm going to a job and I know that I'm just wasting my life basically.
Yeah. Every day you're there. I feel the same way. It's
Yeah.
it's kind of depressing when you're at a job that you don't really care about. Even if it's not a bad job, if it's not what you want to do, it's just gonna be depressing.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like Amazon. I feel exactly the same way with Amazon. The only good thing about it is that I can read 6 or 7 books
Oh, true.
in a whole week just
Oh,
by
because you're listening to them.
so that's really awesome, and I'm getting way smarter, like,
That is cool.
but it's a meantime thing. Like, I remember when I was
Yeah.
working in the aviation industry, that's obviously like my purpose in life, is to deal with cool transportation methods, stuff
Mhm.
like that. And even though I was working on the ground mostly, I still felt like I was doing something that at least was something that, like, yeah, that's what I like to do. Like, because essentially it's just a bunch of badass stuff. But in
Yeah.
Amazon, it's not that way at all. And I need to get. That's why today I've been flying all day, just trying to build up hours so that I can start doing that for my living.
Sick.
Then I want to be an astronaut, and then I'll be doing something that I truly, truly love. And
Dang.
then I won't have to work a day in my life because I'll be doing what I love.
Exactly, dude.
That's
Like,
think
what we
it's
all need to find.
That's the problem with me is that there's so many different things that I'd love to do, but they're all like so hard to make happen. Like one of the things would be a movie composer, really hard to do. Another thing would be like I love space, so it'd be so cool to just somehow work for like NASA or something, and not being an astronaut because I don't really want to go to space. I want to learn about it and see it, but I don't want to be in space right now. It'd be really hard to get into space just because there's so much training you have to do. But like, I'd want to be one of the people who are like controlling those robots in Mars and stuff.
Oh yeah,
That's
get a robotics degree.
well, just anything to do with like space, working in NASA, but anything to be working at like that kind of thing would be crazy hard to do. Also, have my own business in some sort. There's just so many different things that I want to do, and they're all like so hard to get to. But yesterday I did detail somebody's car
mm,
and for $60 and it only took me like 2 hours to do that. So I was like,
oh,
huh,
dope.
imagine if I could do
Yeah.
this every day, you know?
Yeah, right.
They
It's
only
also
have to
pretty
make
hard.
200. You have to make $200 a day, 7 days a week, and you're making six figures. Or maybe it's 5 days a week. I don't know. But as long as you make $200 a day in a year, that'll be $100,000.
Wow.
You know, that's crazy because I was actually so I did that and then I posted an ad on Facebook for and then I got like 4 messages already. People are like, "Hey, how much? Can you come detail my car?" So I've kind
Mm.
of got a couple of slots booked right now, and I'm like, "Oh, this is kind of cool.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
really cool.
Maybe something will come out of it, or maybe it'll just be like there for make extra money." But it's kind of cool.
Mm,
I've always loved to detail cars, by the way. So
mm.
yeah,
I like stuff
That's
like that
awesome.
too because it's like it's instant gratification. Like you see the
yeah,
before and after, plus you get paid,
dude, for real.
It's
Like
great.
I was like so excited because I was like, "All right, you ready to see your car?" And I
Mm.
open it up, looks like a brand new car, and they're like,
Oh,
"Oh, like
sweet.
instantly." Yeah, I was happy. I'm like, "Oh, this is so like rewarding."
Mm.
So
That's awesome.
yeah, but
I like that.
oh yeah, also at my job, my day job, in case anybody here doesn't know, I work in a kitchen in a hospital and I'm at the register and
You basically run the cafe that's in
yeah,
the
yeah,
hospital.
cafeteria, the deli area. I do everything in there. It's basically my area and
Might as well be called Josiah's Cafe.
basically, but
JoJo's
today
Cafe.
in the kitchen, they had a meeting or huddle, they call it, and they gave an award to somebody who's been in the kitchen for 15 years. It's so depressing.
Dang.
I'm
What
gonna
was the
call
award
her
for?
Barb. I'm just gonna say her name was Barb, even though it's not. It was for being there for 15 years. It was
Oh,
like a
that's what it was
plaque.
for.
Yeah.
Oh my
They're like,
gosh.
congratulations to Barb for 15 years. I'm not making this up. This has happened to me before at Home Depot too. They give an award to somebody for being
Yeah.
there for 50 years.
Yeah.
But here at the hospital, they gave it to somebody. It was actually the same name as the person who I worked with at Home Depot, which is weird. But yeah, 15 years. She's been there at a depressing job. Obviously, she hates it there. Everyone hates it there because it's not what anybody wants to do. Nobody wants to work in a kitchen in a hospital. And if you do, then actually, there is somebody and I work with him and
Yeah.
I'm jealous that that's what he wants to do with his life. I really am.
Yeah. Yeah.
If that's all I wanted to do, I'd be happy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. If I could do that for the rest of my life and be happy, I'm crazy jealous of that.
Dude, real for real. Like
He's already achieved his dreams, you know?
25, 28 years of age. Like I'm
Yeah.
jealous. I actually am.
Been
Crazy.
stacking lumber since 1980.
Yeah. But
Jeez. Yeah. If you could
Well,
do Dallas, if you could do anything as like a side hustle or self-employment type thing, what would it be?
it
I
would
know you've
be
talked about succulents. And
Oh, that's one definitely. Like
What about succulents?
selling succulents because like I'm a gardener. I love that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I already have like hundreds and hundreds of succulents, so I should sell those.
Oh, you're
But
growing them?
yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
I'll give you some.
Ooh, because
But
I have a roommate who loves succulents. So
I got some
I
Dallas
got them.
originals right behind me.
Oh yeah, those are golden.
Dallas, I need your succulent.
Yeah,
I
your
will give
succulents.
I will give you my succulents.
Not plural.
But what I would
Yeah.
most want, what I would most want to do, is set up an air cargo transportation network for refugees somewhere.
Whoa.
Like fly medicine to places that can't get medicine and stuff.
Oh,
Or
that's
maybe
awesome.
do it with drones or something.
Whoa. That's awesome.
That would be my dream.
Hmm.
If you
There's a
could
lot of-
teleport, would you do it?
Yeah, man, I would teleport to like Antarctica or something like right now, and then do the podcast from there. Imagine. I'm just in the middle of fucking Antarctica.
Like in Alaska. I don't know. Oh, what was I gonna say? So if you want, we could talk about I don't remember what we were gonna talk about. We had a subject. I can't remember all of a
I have
sudden.
something.
You
I'm
do?
not sure if it was you talking the Battlefield.
There's something else
Oh,
too, but we can talk
yeah.
about that too. Let's talk about Battlefield.
Okay, try and think of it. But yeah,
So,
go for it, Dallas.
oh, that video of the release trailer, man.
Yeah. So
There was one
basically,
part that pissed me off though.
really?
The part,
Wait,
where
tell
the
him
guy-
what you're talking about first.
the Battlefield 2042 launch
Yeah.
trailer.
It's in
It was-
for all
yeah,
you
it's
video
in-
game fans, the new Battlefield is coming out October 22nd, and the new reveal trailer came out, and it's freaking
Yeah.
sick. But what part did you not like?
Oh,
Something
part
has to do
where
with
the dude-
planes.
yeah. The part where the dude jumps out of the airplane
Oh, and
shoots
lands.
the freaking missile.
Oh, that was sick.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
Wait,
It's
doesn't he
Battlefield,
land back
dude.
in the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hopped back in the airplane after jumping out. Like, dude, the wind would have blown you like a mile away.
Yeah.
That reminds me of the new Fast and Furious movies. Have you seen the trailer for the new one?
No.
No.
You haven't? Dude, you have to watch it. Have you seen any of them?
Yeah.
Oh, I have not.
Like the very first one at least? Like how it started off with them just like racing cars and
Yeah.
stuff. But then now it's like literally they have superheroes and stuff in the
What?
Fast and Furious. Well, yeah, like the one that came out like 3 years ago or whatever with Idris Elba. He was like a superhuman. Like they put some kind of like antidote in him, and he had superpowers and stuff.
Really?
And then in this
Yeah.
this new one, you have to watch the trailer after this because Vin Diesel, he's driving off a cliff, and then like his car attaches onto some rope and flies off the cliff, and he swings across, and lands on the other
Oh
side
my
or something.
gosh.
It's just so stupid. Yeah, it's.
Wow.
That's
I mean, the
crazy.
first one was unrealistic, but this like nowadays is absolutely like out of this world. I think it's funny.
And I
Uh,
think there's like a happy kind of medium you can do because with video games and movies, they're video games and movies. It's not like it's like you don't really want it to be crazy realistic
Yeah,
because
well,
it's like a fantasy world.
Yeah, and that's the thing with these new ones. It's like, okay, it's so bad that it's funny.
Yeah.
It's like, I'll
that's
watch
like
it, but
going
it's a good
over.
time.
That's
Yeah.
going a little over the.
Yeah,
You don't
it's
want to go crazy.
overboard.
Yeah.
It's so stupid, but it's like a good time because of how stupid it is.
Mm.
You just don't care anymore.
I thought you were gonna say The Rock like was a superhero or something.
The bad guy, his enemy in it was like a
Mm.
villain.
I'm surprised The
like
Rock hasn't
superpower.
become a superhero.
He's
Right.
gonna be playing the Black Adam. It's a
The
I think it's
Black
a
Adam.
DC movie. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Like,
I think it's like
Really?
Shazam's arch nemesis or something.
Is he a cool? What is his? What are his powers?
Uh, I don't know. Actually, no idea.
Hmm.
Atom. Maybe he shrinks into an atom or something.
Like he's got to have some really cool like. It depends, I guess, if it's going to be a comedy. Because if it's a comedy, that might be funny if he shrinks. But if it's like something like trying to be epic, and he's like
Yeah.
this giant guy and he like shrinks, like is climbing all over the enemy or something. I don't know if that'll.
Yeah. True. I don't know what it's about, but honestly, I'm not really excited for it. But
Mm.
just because I've never heard of it before.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't know. I was actually watching the trailer for the last Battlefield. Have you played the Battlefield before this one, Battlefield 5?
Yeah.
oh yeah, Riley and I have got quite the experience in
Yeah,
Battlefield
dude.
5.
Well,
Oh
I
yeah.
watched the trailer and I don't know much about it, but apparently when that first came out, I got a lot of hate from the trailer because the woman was the main character, which is I guess makes normally it'd be like whatever, but it's like I guess they said they wanted it to be the most real experience that like to
There were
World War
hardly any
II.
women in World War
Yeah.
II.
And they were just doing it because of this whole like
Equality type thing.
the
Mm.
what?
Equality.
Yeah. So they made like a woman the main
Yeah.
character and hero in it when
Yeah.
obviously that didn't happen. And it's not
Mhm.
like anybody hating against women. It's just
Yeah.
it's stupid because that never happened and they said it was the
Yeah.
realest thing possible.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
like these people taking things way too seriously. It's like just look at the game and how the game plays. It's like the video game, the people that are making the video game are just looking after their own backs. They don't want to be in the news like video games don't have any girl players or no,
yeah.
other races to choose from or things like that. So it's
Yeah.
like,
It's like I think it's good, like, because that way, if there is a girl playing it, or if you just want to be a girl, like Jack's always
yeah.
a girl in video games.
Mm.
Like,
Yeah.
it's good to have the option for a female character.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And again, it's a video game. It's
Yeah,
not like a documentary or something like that. It's like it doesn't have to be realistic. They could add like a DLC and aliens attack in Battlefield 5, and I think that would be sick.
Yeah.
Oh, oh
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't like play video games. So when
You
I
don't play video
do,
games?
well, I'll take that back. I don't play it often anymore.
When this new
Oh,
Battlefield comes out, us three,
oh, three of us.
maybe we'll definitely
Stream,
play, but we could even stream
stream
it
it.
together.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I'm down.
that'd be
I'm
sick.
Hell
down.
yeah. Watch
That'd
me
be
get
crazy
3
sick.
kills.
Yeah.
That'll
Hell yeah,
probably be
true.
more than
Remember
me.
some tough times for me.
Yeah. Dude, this new one looks pretty cool though. It's like it's in the future. Um yeah, it's got like a level where it's like you're playing on a glacier. Remember that?
Oh, that looked cool.
Yeah. Did you watch the trailer, Josiah?
For which one?
The Battlefield we're talking about, the new one?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. It looks
Yeah,
pretty
it
cool.
looks sick.
You know, it's a remake of the original 2042.
Oh, there's an original one?
Oh, I didn't even know
Yeah,
that.
because I used to play a lot of their old ones. I did not actually play 2042, but I played 1942, and
Yeah,
that was
same
like
here.
the game of my childhood.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you played that?
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah, dude! Did you play
Yeah.
like single player or multiplayer?
Shoot, I can't remember. I don't think I did the single player. I'm not sure though. I did
I always
the
played single player.
and then I did Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Hello?
Oh yeah, I
I,
played that one.
I hear
Yo,
you. I hear you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
For a minute there, it was disconnected.
Yeah. You can it's pretty loud, so you can hold it a little bit for I think Jax has that one and it Jax has that mic and it's not really one where you talk like close into it, I think.
How is it right here?
I think a little bit closer to you.
Hello?
hello.
Try it again.
Hello?
Yeah, that's about good. Okay. Yeah, whatever. I just don't want it to be, I don't know, whatever. Yeah, and then the Vietnam DLC. I forgot which one that was in. Dallas, do you remember? Was it Bad Company too?
I think they had one for Bad Company too, but I had it. I had the Vietnam one that was in 1942. Can you see my
Okay.
camera, by the way, while I'm texting?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I think that was but I remember that was freaking sick. But yeah. I have a topic I kind of want to talk about, unless you guys are itching to get to something.
Let's
No,
talk
you
about
go.
it.
Cool. Thank you. Yesterday was National Friends Day. So
What?
I think it's pretty good timing. But I think it'd be fun to talk about when us three were planning on going to the same school, moving in together. Back when
Oh
we
yeah,
were like, I think we were
Oh
like
yeah.
juniors or seniors in high school in yoga class.
dude. Wait, Dallas, you had yoga
Oh,
class too, right?
Yeah,
yeah,
he
we
was
were all in
in.
that
Oh, that's
together.
He was
right.
the one that was like trying crazy hard, and it's because he were
Oh
into
yeah.
yoga, and you were ahead of the curve. Me and Josiah were like, this is some baloney. Not even
You know how
trying.
long we took it,
But,
right? The naps.
Savasana. It's called Savasana,
Those
right?
naps, so like those 20-minute naps.
Yeah, you just lay on your
I'm
back.
pretty sure that's the only reason we
Oh,
took it.
Savasana was the best.
But yeah, when we were all planning on going to the same college, and moving in together.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually really sad that that never happened. I was like, I really wanted to all of us to live together.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been nice, but we would have been in debt 100% right now. We would
True.
have been stuck at jobs we didn't like, taking
Amen to
classes
that.
that at least me and Josiah don't really benefit us in like the long term.
Yeah.
The thing that would have been good, because he would have been taking music composing and I would have been taking film and graphic design or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many interviews with directors on what they think about film school, and even talked to one in person, the guy that directed Walking Dead, Michael Uppendahl, and they all say the only true benefit, and it depends on your skill level, but whatever, the only true benefit of going to classes like that is meeting other people that like the same stuff, which is a really good benefit. But as far as the learning thing, it's like you can learn it from books, YouTube, interviews, podcasts, blah blah blah. It's like it's not
Right.
like they have these hidden jewels and gems that like will give you
That's really lucky for you guys in your fields. Like just after composing, you can learn all that on your own and release
Mhm.
music on your own without any technical qualifications. Because that's stupid. You just shouldn't even need them because your skill speaks for your knowledge.
That's true. The
Um,
way what you're hearing is basically what
yeah.
you get.
Uh
Like
huh.
just because I know people who were in music theory and all these music classes in high school, and they know everything about music and they know what a arpeggio and stuff is, but they can't make their own like
They can't compose
music.
something of their own. Yeah.
Yeah, like they know all this knowledge about it, but they can't even make their own thing.
And
So
that's the difference between technical knowledge and creative knowledge. Like
yeah.
my creative knowledge has been suffering in the past few years for some reason. I think it's because of all the technical stuff I've been doing.
Hmm.
But for me, like airplanes and rockets are my specialty, at least in knowledge. Like I
Hmm.
love music still, but like for me to pursue that as a career, something that I can make money from, I have to go get an engineering degree. I have to physically learn it from a professor and
Hmm.
then qualification to do it. Until like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, you even needed to have a bachelor's degree in aviation to be an airline pilot. So
Oh,
now you don't have to do that anymore. So, but Renee
Oh,
and I
okay.
are both going to go back to school.
really?
Yeah, yeah, because it's just stupid in this world today. You need to have that unless you're rich.
Yeah.
At least in the stuff that she and I do.
Yeah.
Um,
There are
so
certain things that you do need school for, and there's no way around it really.
Yeah,
Just
especially for like if
I
you want to
want-
become a pilot or something.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Like, more, I'm literally obsessed with going to space. I just emailed Buzz Aldrin, the second man to set foot on the moon, and he definitely is not going to email me back. But I mean,
you never
man
know,
can-
dude.
What if he did and it was just a picture of his hairy balls?
come on, man, that is an American hero.
He's like, that's a picture of the surface of the moon.
He's like, suck on that. You're like, I just wanted to know what it's like in space.
Yeah.
You want some advice, kid?
Yeah.
Oh god.
No, honestly, I think people underestimate the chance that you actually will get a response, because it's like, I think a lot of people say, I'm not going to email him. He's obviously not going to respond, so they just don't email him. So you emailing him, at least you're like putting your foot out there, and like I
Mhm.
honestly think there's a decent chance of him, if it's
Yeah.
actually his like personal email that he checks, which I don't know why that would be on public.
Well, you can't email his personal one. I had to send it to his team and be like, please forward this to him.
Please.
Straight
You
to the
sound like
spam.
$1,000.
He's literally one of like the top 10 famous people on the planet. So, like, cause yeah, he's the second dude to walk on the moon. He's a totally cool guy, but
If you can go to like, I really hope that you can go to space one day, because then you can bring me back some moon sand.
dude, I'm gonna take you to space one day. Watch it. In 50 years, they flying to London you'll be in space for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Oh crap!
Flying
That's
to
actually a
London?
trip, dude.
Yeah, because if you go, if you travel 14,000 miles per hour, you'll get there in a half an hour. And the world we live in is time. It's time costs money, and
True.
the more we invest in space travel, the faster we'll be able to get to places cheaper.
Wait,
And then for like $1,000, you buy a ticket to Shanghai or Tokyo, and then you get on a rocket with like maybe 15 or 20 people on it, and then they shoot you up into a suborbital trajectory that get you out of atmosphere into space, and then instead of going even faster to where you keep going around space, you just do half of it, and then you just fall back to Earth, and then you fall
Wait.
on top of Japan or your
and
destination.
and wouldn't you also save fuel by using like the pull of gravity up in space? Or is
Probably why
it
they
just
do it, right?
Not really. They just do it for the speed, saving of time.
so wait, how would that work? You'd go half the distance
So
because why?
imagine, here's the planet Earth, a circle,
Mhm.
and you get going. If you get going to the speed of 17,500 miles per hour outside of the atmosphere, you will
Mhm.
keep spinning around it that fast for eternity. But if you go up to like 13,000 miles per hour, you'll almost do that whole circle, but it'll intersect back in the Earth. Um, and that it just depending on where you're starting from or like where you're going, you could program it to where you're steering towards Japan, where you're going to fall back to Earth on top of Japan or wherever you're trying to go.
Mhm.
And then instead of having it be like a 16-hour flight from New York to wherever, it'll be a 30-minute flight to anywhere on Earth. Does that make sense?
No.
Well,
Wait, I think
That's
I
advanced
think
stuff,
I'm
so I
not
think
following.
it's
Wait, I just still want to know though. So how wouldn't it be the same distance? Wouldn't it be even further if you're further outside of the sphere? Like, so say you have like a circle, right? And
yeah,
it takes like this amount of time to get around that circle. But then
yeah.
once you get to the outside of space, it'd be a bigger circle.
I'm gonna
So
show
wouldn't
you
it take
something
even
real quick on
longer
my computer.
it's kind of
going
like
around outside of the Earth?
I
basically
am
like
going to show it. I'm going to illustrate this with a picture on my computer.
Wait, Riley, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, what Josiah's trying to say is like on the NASCAR track, you want to get on the inner lane because it's shorter distance
But you're going faster, so that the distance doesn't matter. You're going so much faster, in fact, that have the most time that any difference in the size of the circle would cause is maybe 2 or 3 minutes.
So, but why would you be going faster in space?
Because there's such a thing called drag. Okay, I want you to look at here's Earth, you know. I don't know why my computer just froze. So say we wanted to start from this spot, and this isn't actually Earth. This is a game. You wanted to start from right here. So what an orbit is, these lines are things that are orbiting. They're going around it. Like it's at 17,500 miles per hour. And up there's no air to slow you down. So on Earth, you're going maybe 500 miles per hour at most. And it would take you 16 hours to get all the way across. But here, you're going like that. And it costs you nothing because there's nothing to slow you down, like air. So, as you notice, it's not really much of a further distance. You're just up more. You're just up more to the point where you can go so fast that it doesn't cost you anything really.
Because there's no air slowing you down, like wind or anything.
Yeah, there's no wind slowing you down. You can just keep getting faster and faster. And the way to get to the moon is you go so fast that your trajectory doesn't keep going around, but it goes out like that. And then the moon, you essentially catch up to the moon when it gets there, because this is the moon, that's the Earth. So does that like make any more sense? You're going so fast that rather than 27 hours to Australia, it's 30 minutes.
And do
up and back.
You use the same amount of fuel?
You would use about 3/4 of the amount of fuel it would take to get into the actual orbit, like where the space station is.
So you'd save fuel doing this method?
Not at this point in time. Like it's actually a lot more expensive right now. Like it would cost $225,000 right now because there's not enough people invested in it. It's such a rare thing right now. But it was the same thing for aviation back in the day. Right. Like it was such a foreign thing, like fly in the air? What? True. But within the next 50 years, I bet you that you'll be able to pay $2,000 or the equivalent of $2,000 today. And you'll be able to hop on a rocket, get to and go to London or wherever in 15.
Dang.
Dude, I get tripped out like when I'm in a regular 747 or whatever, looking down, and it's like so high. I can't imagine looking down and just seeing like, the roundness of the Earth.
True. Yeah. We're literally Rania and I were talking today. And it's an interesting topic, the Earth. Like there's 9 other planets in our solar system alone, and Earth is the only one that you can even breathe on. Like the only one that you wouldn't freeze to death or burn to death on. And like we don't know why that is. I call it God. Other people will call it other things, but it's definitely not an accident. And do you guys think that we're supposed to go into space? Like that's meant for us? Like, because she was kind of wondering, like, we have such a perfect world and we're just messing it up. Why do we want to go to space? And I'm like, well, I just want to go to space. Like, what do you guys think?
I want to go to explore it.
Exactly. We're a species of explorers, and we always have been.
Do I think that we're meant to go to space? It's hard to tell, because hasn't there been research that people in space are more exposed to radiation, and it's a little bit more dangerous to be up there?
It's very dangerous. In fact, the guy who spent a whole year in space, Scott Kelly, he got back and his ankle like blew up like a balloon, and his bones were like 50% the size when he got back. So we definitely need to do like those big centrifugal rings so that we
Mhm.
can simulate gravity.
Mhm.
But radiation, that's on Mars, I think radiation would pretty much just kill you.
Mhm.
I I don't know how that's gonna go. They've been talking about building underground on Mars. So I'm curious. I bet in 50 years we'll have a Mars colony.
That
Oh
would just
yeah,
be
for
like,
sure.
I don't know about you guys, but that kind of bums me out because when I would think about going to Mars, if you're underground, you're just gonna be in like buildings or whatever underground.
Right? You
Cave.
hardly be even able to. You would hardly even tell you're on Mars except for the gravity.
Yeah, exactly. Because you'd be in like things underground, so it's not like you'd feel really any different. I feel like.
And then I bet that it would go like this. Like the only people doing EVAs or the EVA is getting out onto the surface in a spacesuit. I bet it would be restricted to like elite people. They'd probably charge people to go up on the surface.
True.
And well, it's possible you'd have to go with like a tour guide, and it's like I don't want to do that. But
It just
I don't
sucks
know.
for us because at least in our lifetime, I believe we'll like any planet that could possibly like sustain us living on it is light years away. And I don't
Mhm.
think in our lifetime we'll be able to even go one light year away.
Yeah.
That's true. Entirely true.
So it sucks for us.
Yeah. I
I think
mean,
it's like well, yeah, to answer your question, if we think we're meant to or whatever, like I think it's like a instinct for us to want to explore and like, just even with our planet, exploring different lands and the ocean or whatever, and it makes sense to explore what's everywhere, even
it's
outside the
certainly our
sky.
instinct, but
But
we
it's like what's super important is that we don't give up on this perfect Earth. Like
yeah.
I think it's absolutely mind blowing that we don't have like there's just this everybody working together. I don't know. It just like honestly is blowing my mind how we can't just agree. And can you imagine if like everybody in the world, all the governments or whatever were working together and like I don't know, man.
It just sucks
Crazy.
because there's just always gonna be bad people that just
Yeah.
they're
That's
not
the
thinking
thing.
straight.
It's the something that I've struggled with for a while is that I realized until I met Rania. Rania helped me in a lot of ways, but I didn't believe in evil for a
Mhm.
long time, and
Mhm.
that's where I think that's the biggest mistake I ever made because there is such evil in this world.
Yeah.
I've even had experience with some evil, but that's the problem. It really is yin and yang. Like there's a constant battle going on between good and bad, and I think I don't in the Bible, which I'm a Muslim, so I don't. It's all on the same lines, but it says there will always be wars, and that makes sense. Like they're bad people, but if we could work together, just imagine what it would do for what we're talking about for space exploration. If we could all work together,
Dude.
we would be, we would have a colony on Mars in 2 years, and it would work.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy, like to think about what if we actually did like just say we took away all evilness from the world and we all just worked together. None of us would have to work 9 to 5 jobs anymore. We take away all this stupid stuff because everyone in this world right now is just focused on making their money and just having a lot of money and just doing what they want to do, but nobody's actually focused on actual like important things like us taking care of like I don't know about taking care of the world, but like actually exploring and finding really cool things in this world and working together.
Yeah, and that's
Right.
how I want. I really want that, especially for the three of us and like my
Mhm.
family and my wife. Like, I want there's strength in numbers in this world, and it's such an effed up world that I'm really glad to have found you guys that we
Yeah,
can do all this stuff together. Like
true.
Riley and I, we've done more amazing things than 99% of people will do in their entire lives.
That
True.
is straight
Just a-
facts right there.
In just a span of 5 years, we
Yeah.
we we camped in a monsoon on an island 600 miles or 2,000 miles into the ocean, like,
Mhm.
and I want us to focus on important things. So we have to find a way to get out of the cycle of 9 to 5 BS and
Yeah,
Yeah.
because think
find
of
a way to
how
hack the system to get the money so we can do all these amazing things for
True.
other people too.
Yeah,
Go
because think of
ahead.
how much more there is to life. Like we live, think of this. Okay, I think about this and it mind blows me. There's this whole
Mind blows me.
galaxy. There's this whole galaxy, right? Yeah. And there's all this space outside the world. And we're on this ball.
Yeah,
And
dude.
like we're literally right now, we're floating in space on a ball.
Mhm.
And our main focus is to go to a stupid job and work for like 10 hours
Bro,
every
you are
day.
traveling 60,000 miles per hour right now.
Yeah, like why is our main focus for everyone? Okay,
Dude.
You're
There
going
are-
around a black hole at this very moment.
yeah. Yeah, we're rotating on the moon or the moon's rotating on us or something. And we're here just doing stupid jobs, you know? It's
Yeah.
like it's depressing to think about that because there's so much more cool things that you could be doing
Yeah.
with your life. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm
It
sure
is what
that
it is, bro.
our we all have our goals in life, and that's kind of what we're all working towards right
Yeah.
now. These aren't like what me and Dallas have right now isn't like our life goal. Like we're not
Yeah.
there, not even close. But
Amazon.
you're like I can die and be.
I do deliveries and kill my back every day. The rest of my life.
Jeez.
And it
Yeah.
sucks though because there has to be people to do the jobs that we do. Like
Unless robots.
true,
Robots-
actually, that's very true. That's
But then
true.
think of this: if robots take over everything, there are so many people that all they literally can do is go get in a truck and do deliveries, is go wash dishes. That's their only skill,
Yeah.
and I'm not shitting on them for that.
No,
The world does need people like that.
we do need
And-
people.
I mean, but if there were robots taking over everything, there would be so many unemployed people, and then those unemployed people they'd have to implement something like a basic life wages just for being
Yeah,
alive.
that's exactly what it would be because there would be no need. It's so much extra income because you're not paying for those jobs, but the jobs are still getting done. So there's that thing called like uh, something basic income. And basically people wouldn't have to work anymore. You could do what you wanted, like podcasts or things that robots can't do, but people would just and here's the thing. I feel like even if like us, for example, if we got paid, I don't know, whatever, a certain amount every week and we didn't have to work for the rest of our life, we would still do things like this. We would still make, you know,
Yeah.
art or music or films or podcasts and
I'd
all
still
that.
work. Imagine if you made $1,000 a week and then made another $1,000 a week on top of that. Like,
Well, yeah, but what would you do? Because you wouldn't be able to do a delivery driver. Obviously, there's a lot more, but
So like if robots took
Oh,
over
yeah.
everything basically, if not like took over, but if we had robots to do everything, the number one job that we would still need is engineers to work on those robots.
yeah,
Because they're gonna break down at some point. Someone
then
has to work
again,
on
dude,
it.
you
Can
could
you
make
use
a
a robot?
that makes that thinks of the ways to fixes it.
Yeah, what about that robot?
but no, there's
Just
always
down the line.
for something created by humans. Yeah, human is always gonna have to do something about it.
Yeah. I
But
feel like I feel like that's true. Like at some point a human will have to do something.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not.
Yeah,
Maybe there's some way
Maybe
that
there is a way that
they'll
they could
take-
self-fix themselves.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I even say thank you to my phone these days because it shit scares me. At Amazon,
Yeah.
actually, there's a new position opened at my warehouse, DSW5. It's the only completely robotic warehouse in the entire world.
Mm.
Um, and it's kind of cool to work there actually, but
That's cool.
they have a mechatronic job. It's like a mechanic, but for robots. It says on their billboards, "Come apply to be a robot mechanic, a mechatronic." And
Wow.
it's like the world is changing these days. We are lucky to grow in these times, but
Oh yeah.
despite how cool these times are, there's horrible stuff happening. Like in Palestine right now, the Christians are killing the Muslims. People are starving everywhere. There's COVID. Like, that's what I really want to focus on in this life. I shouldn't focus on space as much as I do, and I should bring my eyes back down to this earth and try to help out the people that, because I haven't realized I've been really lucky in my life. Like I've been doing cool shit since I was a kid. Like get to fly airplanes and whatnot. So I should really pay back the creator some of that and try and do some good while I'm here.
Also, I don't know who is killing those Muslims, but I don't if they call themselves Christians, I don't think they are because
Oh no, Christians
my
are good
families are
people.
Christian and they're
So was mine.
yeah. So I
Yeah.
don't know who those people are that are killing them, but they're not
Yeah.
definitely not Christians.
Oh, obviously, yeah. I wasn't shitting on Christians, like,
Mm.
'cause I was a Christian. I was a Christian my whole life, and I'm some of the best people on earth I know are Christians, and it's got nothing to do with that. It's just Israel trying to
Just
take
evil
over.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're trying to get more land for themselves, and that's understandable because that's what every country does. That's just the nature of this political world we live in.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with people.
Right.
It just has to do with bad people.
Yeah. Because there's exactly. There's just always evil people everywhere. And that's why
Yeah.
we'll never be able to sadly get the whole world to just agree on like just doing actual cool things with our lives.
Come on, let's go to Mars, guys.
Yeah. Come on,
Then we
everybody.
fight. Once we do that, I guarantee you we'll fight over Mars too.
True.
Oh
We'll
yeah.
fight over this whole solar system and tear it apart. And
Like
that's something that I
nuclear
wonder
war on
about.
Mars.
Yeah, but think about it. We think about what we did to the Native Americans. Like my family in particular, all of our family. We came here, we killed the Native Americans. Riley, you're part Native, so
Yeah, you guys killed me.
conflicting
Oh, and
DNA.
Riley.
Yeah, Dallas or
Yeah.
Josiah too.
Both of you guys. So my people came and killed yours. Imagine going to another solar system with aliens there and doing the same thing over again.
We kill all the aliens. Jeez.
Seriously,
That'd be
that's what we
so
would do. We
yeah,
would-
probably.
Yeah.
We
So
probably have aliens right now somewhere in this world and they're like keeping them hostage, like treating them like
Yeah.
pets, throwing bones to them in their cages.
Dude, that's what's
Here.
gonna cause the alien invasion
True.
because they know
Okay.
we've got their kind stored somewhere.
Think of this. What are we gonna do if there's actually a nuclear war? Like what would we do?
Well, one,
Build
do
a
you know how
bunker.
to survive?
No.
Do you know how to survive if like say, I don't know, people are like, there's gonna be a bomb in 1 minute.
If there's a bomb in 1 minute, I'm screwed because I'm gonna go in the fridge like Indiana Jones.
You can do that, but
now you start driving towards Riley and I, and that's why we need to go camping with
Yeah.
Josiah.
dude,
What would you
That's
actually? What do you do if there's a bomb?
what you do is you don't look directly at it because you'll instantly go blind if you do.
Right.
And what you need to do is get into somewhere where it has as thick as walls as possible, because radiation doesn't go through walls. It'll stop at a solid, and the thicker the better. Obviously, like a concrete would be amazing. And dude, I want to make a bunker in my.
Let's do it.
Dude, we should go in the frickin' middle of the forest somewhere, in secret place, and make a ding dong bunker.
That'd be sick. Although we
I want what
we
you just said to be my ringtone for every call. Dude, we should go and
you know what I think I'm gonna do though, if there is like a nuke that's coming down. Honestly, I'm gonna
Commit.
walk outside. I'm gonna walk outside and just
Put
let
on
it take
your
me.
shades, just be like, let's get it.
Yeah,
take your
well,
clothes
we-
off, walk towards it.
Just
yeah,
from
because
there
I
to
don't, dude, I'm not gonna live
Look at
like
the
even if I
smoke walking away.
dude, I'm fighting until my last breath.
even if I can live, even if I live after that nuke goes off, I'm gonna get radiation poisoning. My legs are gonna start
No,
falling off.
Not like the movies, dude.
Well, you still get radiation from it. Like,
yeah, if you go outside after the bomb went off.
but like for years, like you know that place in Russia where the
Chernobyl.
radiation is still there? Like the radiation's gonna be in your area for years up in years.
Yeah.
So like how
There's a difference between if we plan on it and like have supplies to last us and gas masks, whatever, and if it happens tomorrow. If it happens tomorrow, yeah, we're probably all gonna die. But if we like build a bunker, have like 10 years worth of food and supplies in there and enough room for all of our families,
Mhm.
that's great.
True. Yeah.
Think about this. What if Yellowstone erupts? The Yellowstone super volcano.
Wait, Yellowstone is a volcano?
Are you kidding
It's
me?
the biggest volcano on
Are
Earth.
you serious?
Basically, the whole
I just thought it was a
state-
bunch of stones that people.
The whole state of Colorado is a volcano, man.
Yeah, it's like the
And
whole.
Wait,
literally,
really?
If it erupts, we're all dead.
Wait, the whole state of Colorado is a volcano?
Basically, like it's a big old bubble underneath it.
Are you serious right now?
Yeah.
Why did I never know this? They probably taught me this in school. I never paid attention.
And
Exactly.
literally,
So wait,
I've been
where
to
does the
Yellowstone too.
volcano tip? Isn't there like always a tip on a
Well,
volcano?
actually, is there even a volcano there?
the whole thing is the tip.
Okay.
Whoa,
Literally, the whole thing is the tip.
that's what I tell them.
It doesn't need to rise up out of the ground. As long
just-
as there's volcanic molten material underneath and pressure building up. Hold on, I think I froze, guys.
Yeah.
To.
He looks
It's
so
not a bad
worried.
thing.
He looks so worried. He looks like a nuke just went off.
I was gonna say he looks like that little girl from The
Can
Grinch.
you guys hear me?
What? Cindy Lou?
Can you guys hear me?
Shoot. Yeah, you're frozen.
Now you sound like you're stuck in a box, or you're like stuck in time.
You guys, you should have seen it from my end. Like I'm just talking about volcanoes, and then you guys both freeze. Like imagine my terror. I'm just sitting here like,
You're like, wait, we're talking about bombs.
I thought you guys were like playing some kind of act up joke. Like, they literally both holding soup perfectly still.
You're like, guys, I wonder. So if a bomb did go off, like what the radius would be? Because aren't they only like a mile long?
I don't know. I'll look it up. Right now.
They can go to 10 miles. There's one called Tsar Bomba. It's like a Russian bomb, and it will literally like explode 60 miles straight.
Oh, but here's the thing. This is why I don't think we have to worry too much about a nuke. Because if they were gonna nuke somewhere, they'd probably nuke like New York or Seattle or like something huge, like a big city. I don't think
Yeah.
they'd be nuking like Skagit.
Alright, you guys ready for this?
Just in case. I don't know. Whatever. Go ahead.
Death is highly likely, and radiation poisoning is almost certain if one is caught in the open with no terrain or building masking effects within a radius of 0 to 3 kilometers from a megaton airburst, and the 50% chance of death from the blast extends out to around 8 kilometers from the same explosion. So how many miles in a kilometer?
How many kilometers take 3 miles?
1.3. It's 1.3 miles in a kilometer. 1.6.
Okay.
But
We'd be
we're
fine
about
if they got Seattle.
55 kilometers from Seattle. So I think
Although I'm in Bellingham.
well,
You're
then
even
you're like
further.
70. You're good.
But if Mount
But I mean,
Baker
we-
erupts, you're gone.
By the way, bleep that out if we don't want people to know where we live.
Oh shoot. You want me to?
No, I don't care.
Okay, because they all know Dallas lives. Well, I'm not gonna say it. Have you guys ever been to
Kill me,
Yellowstone?
make it fast, please.
Dallas, I think your I think your Wi-Fi is struggling a little bit, and I'm not sure if you're gonna be happy about all the freeze frames you're stuck on.
We can always put Nicolas Cage in front of your face.
Yeah,
That's okay,
But at least you're
guys.
smiling.
yeah,
This is like one of those stupid ass smiles where like I'm mid sentence.
yeah.
Well, my
Um,
Wi-Fi is
It
gonna
looks like
come.
we're back in 2001 or something.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen 2001: Space Odyssey?
Mm,
What's that?
I don't know. I read the book. I haven't seen the movie.
Thanks for sharing that.
What?
You guys know what that is? Nah, me either. Have you guys ever been to
My
Yellowstone?
Wi-Fi. No.
He sounds like Wally whenever that happens.
Yeah,
I haven't been to Yellowstone, but my girlfriend has. What's
it's
it
sick.
like? Oh no, they didn't go, but they were supposed to go.
It's awesome. It's like super cool wildlife, nature. There's geysers, you know what those are? Hot springs. It's like geysers that shoot up.
No, what's the guy?
Sorry, we're not laughing at you, Dallas. You're just lagging out crazy
Yeah.
bad, so your
It
voice
just sounds
is
like Wally.
Wally. But yeah, geyser like shoots out high things of steam or whatever. But when me and my grandparents went, a buffalo stood right in front of our car. Wait, now you're frozen, Josiah. Oh, okay.
Oh gosh.
Josiah?
For me too.
Well,
All right,
I
should
can
we
hear
just
you, you
should we
just-
end it? Because it's kind of going downhill.
Thank you for
Josiah?
watching the meat lock. I
don't think Josiah's with us anymore. Now that you're
Josiah
back,
came.
Josiah's
wait,
gone though.
seriously?
Oh, now you're back.
Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
I hear you. Yeah.
Hello?
Okay, there
Yeah,
we
we
go.
hear
We're
you
back.
now. We hear
We're
you.
Heck.
back.
Well, Dallas, you're.
All right,
We're
continue.
back.
I've been hearing you guys this whole time, and I was.
Oh, weird. It could be my Wi-Fi. I don't know.
It's all of our Wi-Fi.
But
Except your
the-
Wi-Fi is
You guys are
all-
both saying I was
My
going.
Wi-Fi's really good,
Yeah.
so I don't know. Wait, what?
No, Dallas goes.
Yeah. Here, honestly, I would keep going even with Dallas's video going like haywire, but the audio is a little. Do you think we should keep going, Josiah?
Can you see? Can you hear
Wait,
me?
We can
what
just
the
cut it
frick?
off right
now
here.
it's like perfect.
Yeah,
Now
mine's,
Dallas's thing is
mine's,
perfect now.
mine's better now, at least as far as I can tell.
What the crap?
Okay,
just
let's
happened?
continue
Yeah, okay.
while we can.
So
I've got like 5 minutes, so let's just keep going.
all right, cool. We'll go another 50 minutes. So when me when me and my grandparents went to Yellowstone, we were driving down the road and then we saw like 20 buffaloes on the left side of the road. We're like, holy crap, let's just stop and like look at them for a second. And then they
Yeah.
all started coming out into the road, and one literally stood like in front of our car. Its fur was probably touching our car, and it was just
Wow.
right there, and literally stood there for like a half an hour. And it wasn't annoying or like boring because it was just cool like sitting and like watching them. But dude,
Yeah.
people were like in the back like go around. It's like it's a freaking buffalo. Like,
What?
and you're at Yellowstone. It's not like you're commuting to work. It's like it's a whole
true.
park. I
Yeah.
don't know. And people started
was
getting
like-
out, dude. People started getting out and getting close to it. We
Oh,
thought
that's
we
so
were,
stupid.
dude, are you kidding me? The horns on that probably weighed, I don't know, 10 pounds each. And that's, it's like a 10-pound dumbbell blade that would
Did you
just
pull out your phone to get ready to record?
them getting mauled. Yeah, dude.
Have you seen that video of that one girl getting like effed up by a buffalo? Like just
No.
stood out there, and she was, she's trying to get up and pet it, and this thing literally rams into her and flips her the hell over.
Yeah,
And
you
she's
gotta.
just some stupid white girl. Not that
Oh my
white girls are
gosh.
stupid. Just saying, like
Yeah.
Just come
It's
on, man.
racist.
Well, that's the.
You heard it here first. Dallas is racist.
Yeah, he hates
I'm
the
the
whites.
racist one. I am white, asshole.
Well, that was the joke. Oh, sorry. I thought you were black for a second, Dallas. God,
You heard it here too. Riley is racial.
I am colorblind.
I don't see color. How did enough of you guys?
Yeah, but that's the
Oh.
thing. People, sorry, just
Just kidding.
just say this real quick. People don't know. They have a little teddy bear, you know. They don't think that bears are real monsters that walk among this earth, you know, that
They
will
will
kill
kill
you instantly and be happy about it.
Yeah.
So on that
Yeah.
note, I'm just kidding.
I'm a bear.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah.
I'll
Make sure
continue.
you guys listen to us on Spotify, or if you're watching this on Spotify or listening to it, watch us on YouTube.
Yes.
I wasn't trying to end it, by the way. Like, I was just saying that to be a douche.
Oh, right. Well, you know, you win. We actually prefer you to watch it on YouTube because of the video.
Mhm. Yeah.
You get to look at our smiling faces.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys next Friday.
Yes, sir.
Have a great week.
Peace, guys.